Yeah. See, Micah have a very good system of watering. So
You just let go of all these society things, which is not possible. A lot of people say like you're out of society, and in a way I am, but in another way I cannot be, because I also go to the supermarket and I also do my life being connected to society. But once if you leave and you really live, like you start to live your own life and to live free, then you cannot really go back somewhere where you actually don't belong. Because what I deeply believe is that we are actually free beings and we just forget about it.
To move the authority from outside to, it's all the time the same movement. I am my own authority. Nobody knows better than me what to do with my life. And everybody can say one thing. If I have inside a yes, I take this yes.
Let's say I came here as well because I don't like labels. Yeah. So I hope people don't label what we're living here.
the perception of the person without thankfulness, and when the kids say, okay, the electricity come out of the wall, we plug it in. Doesn't have no thankfulness, have no consciousness. The milk we just have to come in the cartons in the supermarket. Doesn't know that it comes from the cow. So when we are living in this form of ignorance or attitude, which is, I'm not criticizing, that's the way of life in the city. That's the way how things operate, and everybody is like that. So we are going to the point where we can say that children are teaching children how to live in the city. The adults they work all day or whatever, so then in the evening they become fed up, so they let it happen. This ignorance is taking over because everybody have to pay their bills. So what is the bottom line of human thinking or whatever? If somebody else is paying for it, yeah, well, let them pay for it. I can use it in abundance without any thankfulness and waste it also because somebody else is paying for it. This is also a human type of nature. We need a consciousness to break this.
So I think this is where we have to also teach our children, teach ourselves. Like also, I feel now more and more also myself, you know, I'm so lazy, you know, I think, no, I don't go in the supermarket anymore, and then, well, no, I need this, you know, and I go wherever this rice milk, wherever this whatever stuff comes from, but I just get it because it's so nice, you know, and so actually cheap for what it is, you know. So all these things I see more and more, we have to really change. We have to change from deep down, you know.
Temos as plantas salada, temos salada, temos... Qual planta é essa? É morango. E também temos outras plantas, como isso, mas não sei como se chama. Mas também temos tomates. Aqui, espera, estava uma tomate muito grande. Ainda queremos fazer a tomate cada. Essa só temos uma tomate. Isso também temos, mas não sei como se chama. Também temos outras coisas. Tchau!
אני אתחיל להשקות שזה יותר זה אני אתן.
Important is that we all of us have to be capable on this planet to provide for what we consume. This is like a moral obligation, and this is a cosmic law of mankind.
We really need to learn in this society now, I feel, or in this time, is to reconnect with Mother Earth, you know, and to really reconnect with our ability to follow our heart, to really follow what is inside of us, and to get to know like how to make the simple things in life, how to make food, how to grow food, how to have a garden, how to be with animals, you know, to find old new ways again, to travel, to go by foot, to buy bike, to go by horse, to all these kind of stuff which we forgot about. This is what I feel like need to be learned, relearned again. I didn't do nothing to them, but they were falling quite. Gonna go up. It's working out when really people have the same vision. If they have the same idea, and one idea which is clear. Only living together is not working out. You need really to have a goal. And then I feel it works out, you know, and the people go for that together. So I think more and more I feel that community happens, or how you say it, community, people coming together when there is some project, you know. I see this is the most beautiful moments I see when people coming for some months or even some weeks, or it can even be for a year together and doing something together, creating something. Then they start really to be in that time a community, you know. But a community for a lifetime is, I didn't see actually any really totally working out, in all my time. And maybe it's also not what is needed. It's needed to really be aware of all this kind of stuff and coming together more and more, you know. And in the end, we are a community of human beings, you know. So
it's really happening here, and I can share also on the spiritual level. I don't know who cares about this level, but for me, it is very obvious that we are karmic partners. The people I meet here, they can be Swiss, they can be German, they can be English, they can be French. They all say exactly the same, why they left their country, why they came here. We all share the same vision, and I feel an immediate connection with, not with everybody, but with many people here. And in the end, we do the same tantric seminar, the same family constellation seminar, like we meet on very deep levels, so we know each other from our wounds and from an intimate place, and we feel we are here for a reason. It's not by accident that these people were drawn here. There is really a bigger plan, and we all woke up like secret agent that woke up. Actually, I was a lawyer, but now and like we take off the uniform and we pop up and we just makes a big circle to also host and contain more people that wants to escape Babylon and to come to see there is an alternative.
Yeah.
يشوف وياك
Alright, עכשיו.
עם כל עץ, לעשות כאילו...
Very few people who come from the city to the land make it good for a long time. In the beginning, it's marvelous. It's fantastic. Everything is like, beautiful. Then after that, the old things, the old habits, the old way of thinking, whatever, starts to appear again. And then you started to worry and started to, that the things does not really fit in anymore, and then the unhappiness start. And this can be difficult because if you start something and then you're in the middle and you cannot go back and you cannot go forward.
There's so different kind of styles of communities, A lot of times it's like that actually some person has an idea or two and they start something and then other people join, But normally it turns out always that it's a hierarchy because these people who actually bought the land or has the idea or whatever are the people who in the end decide. Sometimes it's not like that, but if people are really coming together and want to be eye level, all like deciding, making decisions together, it's a really hard job. Because that means in that moment where you really live with other people, you have to commit to something and you have always to juggle, You have to always see to find actually the best for all. That's not so easy, but this is what we need to learn all more and more to make always a win-win situation out of it. And that means sometimes you have also to do something which you maybe are not 100%, but you do it because you do it together with the other person.
You need to know what you are getting to.
Yeah, and also we realize that we have a lot to learn in order to offer the right structure and the right tools to live together. It's not so easy, The ego, the human factor is very challenging for all.
So when we start to live in communities or whatever, people are all living together and everybody having different opinion of the same thing. They are looking at the same truth with different angles. So naturally you'll have conflicts. And if we are not able to deal with conflicts and praise in a community, it's going to fall apart.
The outside authority, in my eyes, is collapsing right now. That's exactly what is happening in the world. And it will keep on happening in this 10 next years, and then people will live more and more in their own self-sustained, maybe not green, maybe in different ways. I don't think this is the only way to do that. There are many ways to do it, but I think everybody that is a bit awake are making this movement in. It's the only way to cope with the chaos.
So nothing will save us, even if we are living off the land or in the city or in the jungle or whatever. We all go through the same, what Buddha says, suffering. That birth until death is a process of suffering. Until we started to have good words, good thoughts, and good action will save us from the suffering. So, yeah.